In the summer of 2001, the tranquil waters off Cuba's western coast became the stage for a discovery that promised to rewrite history. Pauline Zalitzki, a marine engineer, and her husband Paul Weinsweig were conducting a routine sonar survey as part of a joint exploration mission with the Cuban government. What they found 650 meters below the surface was anything but routine. A sprawling arrangement of stone structures that seemed to defy the barren ocean floor. Their discovery ignited a media frenzy, with sensational headlines proclaiming the ruins to be the mythical lost city of Atlantis, or a long-forgotten Caribbean civilization. However, more than 2 decades later, the story remains shrouded in mystery. What became of this underwater enigma, and why has it faded into obscurity? Zalitzki and Weinsweig's Canadian company, Advanced Digital Communications, ADC, was part of a multi-firm collaboration with Fidel Castro's government. Their mission? To map the seabed and locate treasure-laden Spanish galleons from the colonial era. Equipped with advanced sonar technology, the team was scanning a 2-square-kilometer section near the Guanahacabib Peninsula in the Pinar del Rio province, when their instruments detected something. The sonar images revealed geometric formations that stood in stark contrast to the surrounding seabed. Large, symmetrical stones appeared, arranged in a grid-like pattern reminiscent of an urban layout. Some stones resembled pyramids, while others formed circular structures. Intrigued, Zalitzki and her team couldn't help but wonder, could these be the remnants of a sunken city? "These are extremely peculiar structures and they have captured our imagination," said Manuel Iturralde, a geologist from Cuba's Natural History Museum who joined the follow-up expedition. But even he struggled to provide a geological explanation. To determine the nature of the formations, the team returned with a remotely operated vehicle, ROV, to capture detailed footage of the site. The images confirmed the presence of enormous stone blocks, some measuring 8 by 10 feet, stacked in ways that appeared deliberate. The site's depth posed a perplexing question. Iturralde estimated that it would have taken around 500 years for these structures to sink 650 meters below the surface. However, the tools and knowledge required to build such complex structures did not exist 500 years ago, at least not according to our current understanding of history. This temporal discrepancy only deepened the mystery. "If I had to explain this geologically, I would have a hard time," Iturralde admitted. Skeptics, including underwater archaeology experts, pointed out that such advanced architecture was unlikely to have existed in the New World during that era. Still, the possibility of an advanced, unknown civilization tantalized the imagination of the public and researchers alike. Inevitably, comparisons to Atlantis, the legendary city described by Plato, emerged. The philosopher's account spoke of a technologically advanced society swallowed by the sea after catastrophic earthquakes and floods. Could this be the lost city? Zalitzki was quick to dismiss the Atlantis theory, emphasizing the importance of grounding their findings in scientific evidence. "What we have found is more likely remnants of a local culture," she said, hypothesizing that the structures might have belonged to a civilization inhabiting a land bridge that once connected Cuba to Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. Local legends among the Maya and Yucatecos tell of an island that disappeared beneath the waves, lending a mythical allure to the discovery. Despite the excitement, many scientists were skeptical. Keith Fitzpatrick Matthews, a researcher from the website Bad Archaeology, argued that the site's depth was its greatest flaw. During the Ice Age, sea levels dropped significantly, but the maximum drop was around 100 meters, far shallower than the alleged ruins. For the structures to sink to their current depth, tectonic activity or catastrophic events would have been required. Fitzpatrick Matthews doubted whether a city could have survived such a violent descent. Others posited that the formations might be natural, created by geological processes over millennia. Nature, after all, is capable of producing remarkable shapes and patterns that can mimic human designs. If this were the case, why weren't geologists and other scientists eager to investigate further? The lack of follow-up studies only fueled speculation and conspiracy theories. When the discovery first surfaced, it dominated headlines. National Geographic, the Cuban government, and other organizations expressed interest in conducting additional investigations. Yet, as the years passed, the story faded from public view. Promised studies never materialized, and no definitive conclusions were drawn about the site's origin. This silence has led some to suspect a deliberate suppression of information. Could the site's implications have been deemed too controversial? Was the discovery dismissed due to lack of funding or scientific interest? Or did the sensationalism surrounding the story ultimately discredit it in the eyes of serious researchers? Without further exploration, the true nature of Cuba's sunken structures remains unknown. If the site is indeed man-made, it could represent one of the most significant archaeological discoveries of all time, reshaping our understanding of early civilizations in the Americas. Alternatively, if the formations are natural, they still warrant study to understand the processes that created such unique features. One compelling theory is that the site might have been part of a landmass that gradually sank due to tectonic shifts. The Caribbean region is geologically active, with fault lines and volcanic activity that could explain the submersion of an ancient land bridge. This theory aligns with Zalitzki's suggestion of a local culture inhabiting the area before it vanished beneath the waves. The story of Cuba's sunken ruins serves as a reminder of how much of our planet remains unexplored. The ocean floor holds countless secrets, waiting for advancements in technology and renewed curiosity to bring them to light. Whether these structures are the remnants of an ancient city or a marvel of nature, they represent an opportunity to expand our understanding of history and geology. As researchers continue to push the boundaries of underwater exploration, perhaps one day we will return to the depths off Cuba's coast to uncover the truth. Until then, the mystery of the sunken ruins remains a tantalizing enigma, beckoning